Tonight, the number of people deemed chronically homeless in El Paso County has grown significantly in the last year and a half.
The good news, more and more of them are using resources being offered in our area. KRDO News Channel 13 Spencer Soysher joins us live now in downtown Colorado Springs to explain what experts believe is driving those numbers. Spencer.
Bart and Heather, the Pikes Peak Continuum of Care is required to do what's called a count every single January to see how many homeless are in our area. The findings from this year, which was pushed back to February because of COVID, show that there's an uptick in the chronically homeless people in our area, but we're also learning that they're starting to take advantage of resources like here. In February, one of the coldest nights of the year with snow in the forecast, and a dangerous low of just 2 degrees, those on the streets are flocking to the shelters. The cold snap is coinciding with the city's annual PIC count, a point-in-time survey that gives local leaders an important benchmark.
What we've seen is that our homeless population is still rising in our community.
Evan Castor works for the Pikes Peak Community Health Partnership. On that night, 1,176 people stayed in an area shelter or temporary housing.
We've seen a switch of seeing our sheltered population, so people staying in emergency shelters, has increased.
Just 267 people were found sleeping in tents or inside cars that night, the lowest unsheltered count since 2015, though weather an obvious factor there. But Castor sees it differently, saying word is getting out about the resources that are available.
We are seeing that people are trying to figure out where you can access services safely in our community.
Castor says the majority of people on the streets are actually our neighbors, not from out of state or even outside the county. That said, the number of chronically homeless people, 12 or more months without a home, is as high as it's been since at least 2009. But why? Well, it could be a multitude of reasons. Priced out of the area, maybe just choosing to live on the street.
It's really important to recognize that homelessness is so individualized. So it can matter so much if it's circumstantial, if it's generational poverty, and all those pieces come together in a myriad of ways.
Now, nearly 80% of people who are dealing with that chronic homelessness issue were unsheltered that night in February, and while there's no clear solution that we know of at the moment, at least surveys like this can help them identify the populations that need more help than others. Reporting live in Colorado Springs tonight, I'm Spencer Soysher for KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, Spencer, thanks.